Hey guys, Dusty here. Today I'm excited to be giving my first impressions review on a very exciting shoe, brand new to Asics, the Asics Metaspeed Sky Paris. So I have one run done in this shoe so far, and it was a big one. It was one of my main sessions as I prep up for the Vancouver Marathon in a few weeks, and it was a 39K or 24-mile run, and I did a main set of 3 by 10K at marathon pace. And before I get into how that run went, let's go over some of the basic stats on this shoe. So first of all, the Metaspeed Sky Paris, along with the Metaspeed Edge Paris, are Asics' latest and greatest offerings into the carbon-plated race day shoe category. Stack height on the Metaspeed Sky Paris is 39.5 in the rear, 34.5 in the forefoot, for a heel to toe drop of 5 millimeters. My men's size 8.5 weighs in at an incredibly light 6.0 ounces or 160 grams. This shoe does fit true to size. Width is pretty average, and overall the upper and lockdown on the shoe is really nice. First of all, the upper is incredibly lightweight and breathable. You can see here, you can see right through the upper material. For those of you wondering, the insoles are removable, and as far as the tongue goes, it's not gusseted, it's ultra thin, but so far I haven't had any issues through my first run. You get just a touch of padding alongside in the heel collar, and there is a bit of structure in the heel counter as well. Now we move along to the midsole, and this is probably where the biggest improvements have came in this shoe compared to previous versions. So Asics is using their FF Turbo Plus midsole foam, and the base of this shoe is also unbelievably wide, especially in the forefoot. And this shoe doesn't feel as aggressive as some of the other options out on the market, like your Vaporfly, your new Hoka Cielo X1. Those shoes definitely have a bit more of a rocker or aggressive toe off built into the shoe, but cruising along at marathon pace in this just felt so easy and effortless. And if you've ran in previous versions of this shoe, the midsole is a little bit softer compared to those versions. Then if we move along to the outsole, you're getting a very thin layer of rubber. I believe this is the Asics grip rubber, so it should grip just fine on wet pavement. And so far through one big run, I have no issues with the midsole or outsole or even the upper. Alright, so like I mentioned earlier, I put the Sky Paris through its paces with a big marathon workout, and I'm 4 weeks out from my race, and over the last few weeks I've been testing a bunch of different carbon-plated race day shoes as I wasn't too sure what I was going to use on race day. Before the Metaspeed Sky Paris, I was leaning towards the Hoka Cielo X1, but after running in this shoe and especially seeing how unbelievably lightweight these shoes are, I am definitely going to be racing the Vancouver Marathon in this one, the Sky Paris. Having a max cushion carbon-plated race day shoe that comes in at 6.0 ounces in my men's size 8.5 is so unbelievably light, especially compared to the Hoka Cielo X1, that for me it's a no-brainer on what shoe to choose for my big marathon. If I had to say anything negative about the shoe, is I'd love for the shoe to feel more aggressive, have a bigger rocker in the shoe. To be totally honest, I usually race with shoes that have a higher drop than 5 millimeters. But honestly, I'm willing to overlook these few small details because this shoe is so light. And when I did that big workout, I was able to cruise through at marathon pace really quite effortlessly in those shoes. And I will touch on the stability of the shoe. Obviously, it's a neutral support shoe, but because that base is so wide, I felt like it did offer a little bit more support than some of the other carbon-plated shoes that are out there. Lastly, price. Here in Canada, you're looking at 325 Canadian or 250 US, and that's right up there with the other top-tier carbon-plated race day shoes, and likely worth it if you want the latest and greatest from Asics. I think that's going to be it for this video. I will leave a full review after I race the marathon in them, and like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.